So you guys can have +5 to your evade and range fighting skills.
+5 to what? Sorry.
Evade. And ranged fighting. And the agenda is uncover the Omega Imperative.
Oh, I got one of those.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
That's if he chooses to benefit this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one.
You could say, I don't want to be in the adventure, Ron.
Why do you keep doing this to me?
I was going to say that.
I was on a beach sunning
making
myself.
friends from the start during character creation. That's what that is.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Kieran, you roll your alliance adventure.
Okay.
In which Renee is involved in.
Excellent. Right. That's the one bad one, isn't it?
What is it?
13.
Oh, that's a good one. I love that one.
Oh, that was the last roll. I was really looking forward to the last roll saying, Jerry going, oh.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
You missed your chance.
Kind of grabby. You know.
A Dakar microsystem space plane is stolen. His stuff is always getting stolen. Prince Dakar. In low Earth orbit and redirected on a collision course to the moon base. With the help of Renee's character, you rescue all on board and stop the catastrophic collision. +5 points to your scholar and technical skills.
Again.
Wow.
Yep. And topple the power elite.
Which is a third one of those, I think.
Yeah, someone has it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it.
Everyone should have.
Oh, and that's cool. So that brings Renee in on the power elite too. So now we've got a nice round robin.
Now we've got a reason.
Yeah, we got round robin.
Right. So now everyone should have at least 2 alliances and your solo adventures that includes your guys' characters. Everyone should be included. Mm-hmm. So that's the first part of this. So everyone basically, on your sheets, the agenda that you have the most of, that is your top agenda. Followed by your second most numerous agenda and so on. So those are your guys' agendas. You guys should all be connected in some way that you guys have all met in your past in some way.
Let me back up on that just for a second.
Okay.
When you say you, as far as agenda and top agenda and stuff, that's referring to us collectively, correct?
No.
Okay.
This is your guys' personal agendas.
Got it. Okay. So I've got 4 different ones.
Okay. So then with that one, you pick which one you want as your top one. And then as a group, when you guys form your pantheon, when we do that part, then you guys can decide like, hey, we've all got this particular agenda. This will be our agenda.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now.
And is there meant to be an agenda for the first one, Jerry? For the origin?
Origins does not have one. Basically, that's just, it kind of gives you a little bit of who you are. For instance, what was yours again? Something in like the 1500s?
1532 in Peru, watching a city burn while saving refugees, and with my Angelos lover.
Can you remind me of the geographic and time details of my origin? It was number 8.
Number 8 for Black Eyed. Yours are always going to be present because you guys don't live longer than a few
where
weeks.
does it say anything about?
It may not, but hold on. Let me check just to make sure. Yours was number 8. That was a good one. Yeah, it does not. It just says that you toppled a drug kingpin. Oh, in Bangkok.
In Bangkok.
So, yes.
Night in Bangkok. Your world's your oyster, apparently. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so now we go to the part of the game which everyone is usually familiar with, which is the accounting, which is where you guys make characters. If you look at your character worksheet, basically you guys are all ability level 3, which means you guys are going to get 150 points to make your characters. Now, those powers that you got, you don't necessarily have to use those powers. It's just you guys have a latent, basically, ability with those powers now because you have points that are stored in them for later.
When you say powers, that would refer to things like the gadgets and stuff?
Gadgets, powers, whatever.
Or the weather powers that were mentioned.
Or the weather power, stuff like that.
And the skills?
So, and skills, Skills are 1 point apiece. Attributes are 4 point per.
Right.
and they start at 0. A 0 is average. It is not bad. So if you have a 0, you're an average Joe, and they go up exponentially. So if you have a +1, you are twice as good as a person with the 0, and a +2 is 4 times as good, and so on. The worksheet, and then your powers have a variable cost. They have a base cost, which is what you pay just to get in, and then a rank cost. So if it has a base cost of 3 plus a rank cost of 5, and you buy 5 levels of it, that's 25 plus 3. That's 28 points you spent in that power. You had an idea, Renee, but then the life path messed it up.
I haven't messed it up. It's like I didn't have any kind of weather control in my concept, and I was trying to think of there's something I could do to kind of tie it in where it didn't seem awkward.
Well, it won't be once you put it on your character sheet.
Also,
it just becomes, it's like, all right, she's got weather control. She can walk through walls and...
Explain to me the
what?
The gadget thing. So a gadget is what does that mean? Because I don't have any specific powers. I just have a gadget. So
No. You do have powers if you want powers.
No,
you just also have a gadget.
Right. So how do I find out what the gadget does?
In the gadget rules. Yeah, basically you figure out what you want your gadget to be, and then we just build a gadget.
Right. Okay. Good.
So you could be like who has powers and gadgets? Actually, a lot of characters like Thor has powers and gadgets, and
Batman,
but
Green Lantern, for example, the Power Ring.
Champions player. I'm clear on the concept.
Oh, right. Yeah, you don't need us.
The different races. So Chimeran, I know they can go into a torpor and get some sort of regenerative thing. Is that
your metamorphosis?
Later, what the different races get.
Well, the Black October has their shine. Atlanteans have. You know what, Kieran? Your gadget could be a piece of orichalcum that you use.
Yeah.
So you can incorporate that into it. Chimerans get their metamorphosis. So basically, anytime during the game, you could say my character goes into its metamorphosis state and completely change up all your attributes and powers, because that's what you do. And as Black October, they get basically bonuses to when they're with other Black October members. Basically, they get a synergy bonus, and they explode. That's what they
Remind me something. Is the base ability is the cost for level 1, and then the rank is the cost for each level?
That's just your buy-in. No? So what power are you looking at?
Okay, your buy-in. Just aquatic, for example. So the base is 1 point.
Okay.
So that cost me 1 point just to have level 0, essentially.
Yep.
And then every rank cost me 2. Okay, perfect. Base cost 1, rank cost 2. Oh, okay.
What were you thinking, Renee?
Yeah. Oh, nothing. I was looking at Mimic and went, it's expensive.
It is expensive, but it's pretty awesome. You're going to go with Mimic?
I was looking at it. I can put all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah, just buy your Mimic power. Buy it at 5. 5 is always kind of like the sweet spot, too, for powers. So, yeah, that'd be 45, 55 points for that power at rank 5.
Okay.
And that's pretty cool power.
So, roll MR plus ABs of power versus the target's will plus ABs of power. So,
if you make that roll, you get their power.
All right. So, I want to have a decent MR, essentially. Right?
+2, +3.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. So, Jerry, help me out here. First of all,
sir.
As usual, as I work my way through these things, I end up making a character that I didn't think I would ever want. And you end you end up picking stuff and you make a character that's just off from where anything you ever wanted to play. And
absolutely,
I just came up with fear, indomitable will, and mind reading.
That's not a bad combo. I like it.
But the gadget is bomb.
The gadget is what?
Bomb.
A bomb?
Power
okay,
bomb.
So you've got a rechargeable grenade.
Well, it's all about I am Fear Master, booga booga booga, and everybody's like, "Oh fuck, Mentalist, who cares? Punch him!" And I'm like, "Boom!"
Right. I like it.
Yeah.
I like
bombs.
it. That would be cool too.
I
I don't see anything weird about that character. I see
no defense, but that's another issue. The thing that I'm interested in now is, as far as levels and stuff like that and ranks and things, I'm going to hold off on that stuff until I kind of round out the other concepts, because given that he's got zero defensive powers, I may be better off being not a half bad fighter, in ordinary terms, in skill terms.
Right. I'll let you in on one of the hacks. A good defensive power is the evade skill. Evade and resistance.
Yeah, and I've actually got I've already got a bonus to evade. So that's good.
Yeah. So you could max that at starting characters. You could max that at 10.
Right.
Which is really good. If you max both your resistance and your evade. Like force fields are handy, skin armor, all that stuff, handy. But a really good mental dodge and a really good physical dodge will keep you from actually having to use a shield or,
In other words, it's the not getting hit. I walk through it, basically.
Right.
Which works for my character. My character is really coming forward with fear me, dude. So terror.
Right.
Terror is a man.
Right. I like it.
Which is a ripoff of a film title, but there you go.
That's okay. Trust me. Everything in here is me being derivative of something I've either read, watched, or listened to. So it's that's who I am. I'm basically just regurgitating back everything that I've basically ever experienced.
Here, ability level, that's 3, right?
Yes, that is your guys' ability levels.
Okay, then
which is basically your power level or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
And now, as far as archetype is concerned, do we care yet?
We could, if you're up to that part, I could walk you through those. And actually, that might actually give you a little bit more insight into who or what your character is. There are 9 archetypes in Godsend Agenda. And those 9 archetypes basically help you guys with your role playing of your character. They give you an idea of what your character's about. Like the adventurer is basically the everyman, the everyman hero. He is there to help. He is, he is doing it because it's the right thing to do. The avenger, basically, they are trying to basically right wrongs and bring things to justice. The Bravo, they are the wild person. They do what they want when they want, generally good guys. And each one of these gets a concept bonus. So, for instance, Reckless Abandon is the concept bonus for Bravo.
Right.
And they get a concept.
Types. You gave us 3. So what are the others?
Right. Icon, which is basically the essence of a loftier ideal of humanity. You've got the outsider, is different from a person of normal society. They're on the outside looking in, blah, blah, blah. You've got the protector. The protector is the champion of an idea or a place. Imperious Rex type stuff. You've got the rogue. Basically, the shifty one. The scholar, the guy who's always looking at the mysteries, technology, stuff like that. And then you have the warrior, who is basically they live to fight. That is what they do. And each one, again, gets a concept penalty and a concept bonus. Yes, Mr. Ron, in the back. Bravo, fair enough.